Hello, welcome to my channel, Manifesting with Mama Muchka. Hi, my name is Rachel. In this video, I wanted to go into the nervous system and how it's affecting your thinking, and to be more productive at thinking better so you become a better manifester, a better creator of your reality, and then you're more focused on what you do want, more focused on the solution instead of, a lot of people are more stuck in the problem than what they realize, and then they're just affirming against they're affirming against what they don't want, but they're not even in like the proper state to even be doing it, and they're like forcing things against them, their body's hitting resistance. So let's start off with, suffering is caused by one thing: your own thinking. And then we're going to break it down to suffering. I want you to think of suffering as your unproductive thinking. And then, if you're in a powerful state, then you're thinking productively. So you're either in a survival state or you're in a powerful state. And this is with your nervous system, which is your sympathetic. If you're in survival state, you're in sympathetic, fight or flight. You're going to have intrusive thoughts. You're going to have low energy frequency. You're going to be needy. You're going to be obsessive. You're going to be thinking about the problem. You're going to be going video to video to video to video. You're going to be thinking you're doing something wrong. Maybe the next video will give me the answer. And in your suffering, you're sitting there, you're like, why don't I have this? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have this? Let's say you're in no contact. Why haven't they contacted me yet? This thing. And this is the loop. Why haven't they contacted me yet? Maybe the next video will give me the answer. And then you're not feeling, and then you feel like crap because they haven't contacted you yet. Then you start having thoughts of, this doesn't work, this is all full of crap. And then you cool off, you do calm down and cool off, and you might come back, or you talk to your buddy that also knows about manifestation, or you watch some success videos and you get some encouragement. You're like, oh, okay, well, I know this stuff works. But then you go back into, there's a third party. This is never going to work. The third party's way more attractive than me. They look so in love with the third party. They're never going to choose me. Well, you're in sympathetic survival state. And then you watch the videos. Just flip your thoughts. Well, when you're already in low energy with these intrusive thoughts, then you're using even more energy to flip thoughts. Then you're getting frustrated because this is really annoying and exhausting to be flipping thoughts all day. Then you're still stuck in the feedback loop of thinking about the problem. So, if you're suffering and you're thinking something that doesn't feel good, it's not true. So just a simple answer to that. If you're thinking something that doesn't feel good, it's not true. It's a limited belief. That's your resistance to your desire. So back to the no contact. Another day I haven't heard from them. And you're feeling you're ruminating, you're feeling crap about it, or you're sitting there obsessively thinking about the third party, or let's say you're even in a situationship and you're obsessively thinking about the situationship and how they're not turning it into a relationship fast enough. You're switching, and every time you're spending 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour watching video after video trying to solve because you don't feel good. So you're trying to solve it because you don't feel good. You're in survival state, back to survival state. So gotta start paying attention to your thinking. Be like, am I thinking, where am I at? Am I in a survival state, in unproductively thinking, or am I in a powerful state? So, and back to, and then I just did the video on limited beliefs. There's a whole thing on when a limited belief means it's something that's not true. Back to no contact. That's not true. That's a limited belief that you'll never get in contact with your person. It's not true that they'll never choose you. It's not true that they'll never break up with the third party. It's not true that they'll never commit to you. Those are all, you're creating, you're stuck in resistance. As Abraham Hicks would say, you're swimming upstream. You're and then this is too where I think people start affirming that they don't feel good, and so and they're panicking and needy and desperate state, and then then they're affirming. No, I'm chosen. Me and SP are together. Me and SP talk all day long. But you're going against force. You're going up extreme in a survival state. So realize that you're doing that. Get yourself calm. Realize that you're in a loop of something that doesn't feel good. I would suggest, this is what I've been doing, because I'm really working on, I've known about this for a while, but I'm really working on controlling my monkey mind here. My ego, because the ego has to play into this too. Go do some deep breathing. Like if you're stuck and you're not feeling good, before you even, or you can either, I would do deep breathing. Or if you want to meditate, or if you want to go for a walk, or something to just distract yourself. Get yourself calm. You need to get yourself calmed down. Then you can do the limited belief, where you write down your limited belief. They'll never contact me again. That's not true. So put the true statement is, yes, they will contact me again. And then do your supporting evidence of how this has worked for so many other people. Think of other situations in your life where you've come back in contact with people. Watch success stories, people that have gotten back in contact with people. Watch success stories where, or think of success stories where people have gotten out of third-party situations. And that will make you, that's another thing, with the deep breathing, meditation, walking, distracting yourself, but also switching this limited belief and getting rid of it and finding evidence that this isn't true will help calm you down too. So, and then the more you're calm and relaxed, the more in flow you are, the more, like Abraham Hicks says, you're flowing with the river. You're not going against, you're not resisting. Your energy, you have more energy. Your frequency increases. You become more productive with thinking. You might catch yourself and be like, okay, I don't need to watch the 50th video on no contact. And you might catch yourself, because you're not in survival state anymore. You realize you're in a powerful state and you're calm, and you might be like, okay, I've got this. I already know this. I don't need to put energy on this because I already got this and I already know this. I'm relaxed. I'm in flow state. And catch yourself, and you can go do, maybe you want to enjoy your day or go bake something or work on imagining with money or work on something else area in your life, because there isn't, forcing an outcome is not going to make your manifestation happen any faster. You will learn that on this journey. So I know I've been there. Even I've been the days that I've wanted my person to reach out. I mean, even in the relationship, you want them to do things, and being in survival state, panicking and being obsessed about it isn't the solution. It just keeps you thinking about the problem. Getting yourself calm, relaxed, parasympathetic, it helps you. That's another thing too. Like, it helps you, like, oh yeah, maybe I need to take a break from watching videos, or or maybe watch a video on another thing that you need to learn more about, type of thing. Because I'll do that too. Like, maybe I'm still bored and I want something to do, but like, maybe I'll watch some videos on surrendering. Change the topic. Like, but if you're in a relaxed, calm state and parasympathetic, you're more likely to have productive thinking and start thinking about the solution in a way more productive way. And it is true. You can, it helps. I think it even helps you to like let the old story go too. It does. Because like back to like the no contact. When you calm yourself down and you get yourself into flow energy and you start thinking about the solution, you will be able, and plus too, then you'll start thinking better and you'll be like, yes, people do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm worthy of this person. Yes, I know that they'll break up or like with a third party. I know that this is possible, that the 3P will go away. And I know we will get out of the situationship. I know we'll be committed to. And it's a lot easier to just be like, okay, I'm done thinking about it for a while. I'm done thinking about the problem. I'm going to go, like I said, like it's easier to change your mind when you're relaxed and in parasympathetic. It's a lot easier to change the direction of your mind. But when you're in survival state, sympathetic, it is a lot harder to like get yourself out and tell yourself. It's harder to be like, okay, I should stop, because I've been there where I'm like, but I can't stop thinking about this, but this is really bothering me, but I just want to solve this. And once I understood this better, it's been like way easier for me to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to solve anything being in survival state. I mean, maybe you can, but you're using so much more energy. And I have found, I'm telling you, when the other day, my person was supposed, I don't want to go into too much personal detail, but we had a date planned of a thing to do. And he told him it was a special thing to go do. We were waiting for like the weather to be a certain way and stuff to go to as an outdoor activity. And I started getting really worked up because it was going on a couple of weeks and this wasn't happening. And and it's September and I'm like thinking next month's going to be too cold. And I realized that I wasn't feeling good. I was suffering. I was in survival state. So I did the deep breathing. I did some EFT tapping, calmed myself down. I said, is this true that this won't happen? I said, no, he's going to follow through. And like, I almost texted him because I brought it up twice already that I wanted to do this thing with him. And I'm like, but then if I do it the third time, then I'm reacting from survival state, and and then I'm the naggy partner. And I'm like, okay, let's try it this way. And sure enough, I got myself all calmed down. I did the limited belief table, and it calmed me. Calmed me. I was able to drop it, not think about it all day. I was totally engrossed in doing something else. And then I went for a run, and I wasn't even looking at my phone. I was listening to beautiful music, enjoying my day. I got back from my run and I looked at my phone, and there he was asking if I was available to go do the thing yesterday. Like that. Solved. And I really think the fact that I'm noticing even changes in my relationship with really, like, I've understood this from Peter Crone about, like, so here's another thing. I can't remember how Peter Crone worded it. The problem is not the problem. How you think about the problem is the problem. Which is so true. It's very, 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 very true. And just think about it. Because everything's just like being in no contact. It's just a button that they can or like if you're blocked. It's just a button that they can unblock. It's just a text that they can text you. It's even really, because you really need to learn with this whole process how to have like inside validation and creating from within. But like how there you've got some people that they're so attached to, which I've been there, where I've been so attached to like the text, or the relationship title. And I was the one that was attaching suffering to it and unproductive thinking. And I would tell you what, yesterday, I was so relaxed with my guy yesterday. I was so in flow state. Just when you start really working on being relaxed, calm, and flow, also trusting the process, having faith, things come. The universe opens up. Things flow in. So, let's see. Do I have anything else that I wanted to? No, I just wanted to explain this because I think I'm going to talk, because it really does. You are manifesting. Not only are you manifesting from your mind, you are manifesting from your nervous system. You really are. And then I didn't understand either. Like, I've definitely watched my handful of Dylan James videos too, for anybody that's watched Dylan James. And what does he say in all his videos? Deep breathe and regulate. He says that regulate. And then he would go into manifesting for whatever he was manifesting. And he would say he would get like instant manifestations. And I didn't understand. Like, I've been working on deep breathing and EFT tapping for months now, but I didn't understand like how really important, because I think this isn't fully, or like Dylan didn't like break it down to, I love his channel and things he talks about, but he didn't break it down into like me. I want to know some things on a deeper level. I want to understand things on a deeper level. So when I really understand it on this deeper level, I was like, oh, this is like for real why. And then also when you're calm and you're relaxed, and also this ties into law of reversed effort. If you get yourself in parasympathetic, relaxed and calm, and with the flow of things, or you're dancing around, let's say you're dancing around to love songs, it's a lot easier to live in the end and to do affirmations from this state. I'm loved. I love myself. When you're and then here's another thing. Because all this is the whole, you want to get your identity changed, right? Into what you want. You want to become the person you want to be to manifest what you want. So that all has to do with changing your beliefs and getting rid of the resistance. It is so much easier to, your subconscious will change, because this all has to do with am I saying this right? The neural pathways that you're rewiring, and you're rewiring your subconscious to your new beliefs. When you're in a calm, parasympathetic, powerful state, your body and your subconscious, oh, here's another thing. It also puts your body into feeling safer. And then your subconscious can create those neural pathways easier. And then you'll manifest those things easier. But if you're in flight or flight, survival, you're suffering, you're stuck in these feedback loops over and over and over. This isn't working. This is impossible. When is it going to come? That's another one. That's a hard one. And I've noticed, because I've been stuck in the when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Do I just need to do more affirmations? Am I not doing this right? That's another trap. Am I not doing this right? Not true. They don't feel good. Putting me into suffering. Got myself relaxed, and then I rethought about it. No, I'm doing everything right. I know what I'm doing. I'm calm. I got this. I already know the law of assumption, what you assume to be true. Eventually, if you persist in it, it hardens into fact. Let the flow go. Let's float with the river, downstream, not upstream, but downstream. And before you know it, it's going to show up. Because I 100% believe in manifestation. I've had so many manifestations happen. But I'm trying to be more, even myself, be more effective at it, So this is a lifestyle. So for me, it's a lifestyle now. And so this, for sure, it is way more productive. So anyway, I hope that's helpful to explaining this in this way, to help you, like maybe if you've been manifesting something for quite a while, this could actually, I thought of this too recently, how Neville says to not be double-minded. And I've thought in my mind, but how do you stop when the intrusive thoughts come in, the suffering thoughts come in? And it's like I'd get frustrated. But now, with understanding this, I've been able to flip myself. I've been in parasympathetic way more, and I've been in a powerful state way more. Then in that case, I've cut out. It's reduced a lot of my double-mindedness, a lot of it. And that's another thing. I know there's these coaches, stop being double-minded. Well, how? How do you control your brain? How? Well, here's a helpful video on helping to really get control of that monkey mind. All right, I'm going to end here. I'm sure I'll be talking about this stuff more, because I think this has been really, really, really helpful for me, understanding. And I've been manifesting things faster in my life, understanding this, and understanding, because I got to do another video on with this whole cycle of with beliefs, thoughts, feelings, emotions, reactions, and all that, and explain all that too, because that's really handy too. And that's been helping me too. But that's another video. This, the more you're, and not that you have to be in like high vibe, but this just helps you. You know, I think this just ties into everything, and it even look at. Here's another thing to bring up. I keep thinking of things to say. Like I've noticed because I've read so many success stories and watched so many success stories, especially on my early days when I was stuck in fight or flight and, doing video after video and like, does this even work? But one thing I've noticed on people that are successful at getting out of no contact, at getting rid of the third party, at getting the relationship they want, getting the money they want, getting the job they want. What are they doing? They're relaxed, they're calm, they're enjoying their life. And I've wondered, because like I've watched the videos where they're just like, focus on you, forget about them, you have them on a pedestal, focus about you. But that's hard when you're heartbroken, when you're literally heartbroken, that's hard to do. And plus, I didn't understand. I just didn't. When somebody tells me, just go have fun, but I didn't have the scientific breakdown of why, my brain was like, don't I just have to assume that I'm back in contact? Don't I have to assume that I'm just back in the relationship and then that'll solve my problems? I mean, that's what I was thinking. So hopefully this will help your brain be like, okay, I really need to work on getting relaxed and calm and just feeling better. Because that's the other thing. I think Dylan James says always too in his videos, like, get feeling better too. So this is like a deeper, what he says, and I'm taking it even deeper. Because he's 100%, like, I didn't fully understand what he meant, and now I'm like really understand what he meant. So, all right. I'm going to finish this video. Hope that y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.